Hey guys, I'm Dan Rodgers with the Key Leadership Inc., and I'm excited about our third and final video that we're going to talk about on how to become a better communicator. 3 simple videos. The first video, we talked about 3 principles of becoming a better communicator. Secondly, we talked about a little bit of vulnerability. And thirdly, the attraction. We're going to talk about the attraction scale. I'm excited about it. Stick around for just a minute and we will get started. Where am I really at in my relationships with other people as a professional? I want to make sure I understand the attraction scale. If you'll look below, there's going to be a PDF that you can print out. It's a free PDF that you can print out and put on your desk. I'll tell you why in just a few minutes, but I want to get started on that. First, I want to review the first 2 videos. The first video, we talked about principles of sales. What is sales? Communication of value. Number 2, how do I sell? I must communicate value in an unselfish way. And thirdly, why do people buy? People buy emotionally and justify it logically. Remember that? And then the second video, we talked about vulnerability. We talked about helping you understand and becoming a little bit more vulnerable. Am I a starter of relationships? Am I a cultivator of relationships? Or am I an ender of relationships? Place yourself in one of those 3 and look at it closely. If you're a starter, we need to work on the fear issue. If you're an ender, we need to work on the trust issue. And if you're a cultivator, you understand the value of people and you look at people a little bit differently. In this video, we're going to talk about the attraction scale. The attraction scale. I love this concept. There are relationships that you have that you want to make sure within a couple of seconds of every interaction that you have as a professional that is interested in communicating value by principle. Remember, your principles must be in order. This is a little bit deeper in sales. This is a little bit more core in sales. If you're not interested in being a master communicator, this is not for you. But if you're interested in learning some master communication skills, first, you understand the principles, you understand where you're at, and thirdly, you're willing to look at where people are at in the attraction to your product or service, or the attraction to you as a professional. There are people that are at a level 10 of attraction, okay? Those people, go ahead, they are ready to buy, all right? They are ready to sign the line. They call you. They're the ones that come to you. They're your incoming calls that are ready to buy your product or service, okay? It's not any difficult. You know them, and everybody likes it when those customers come around because maybe a competitor already taught them that they need to come your way. Or maybe you had a good relationship that came into put them in a buying state, and they were ready to buy. It was easy. It was an easy deal to close, all right? Those make salespeople feel really good. Not every sale, as you know, if you're looking to be a master communicator, not every sale is easy to sell, okay? But I want you to understand, people dwell on any of these on a level of 1 to 10, okay? In a 0, these people are absolute no's, okay? They are an absolute no. I'm never going to talk to you again. I am not interested. They're almost mean about it sometimes. They are at that level of attraction, okay? I tend to place them on a level 4 or below, okay? Remember this rule. This is a rule, not a principle. If they are at a 4 or below, I really don't feel that right now my product is going to do them very much good, okay? I can tell based on how they're communicating with me through their body language, their eyes, their voice qualities, whatever it may be, it's obvious my product or service is not for them, and I'm humble enough and I'm willing to admit it's not for you, okay? They're at a level 4 or below, okay? We don't really need to spend a lot of time dealing with that type of sale. It's really going to waste your time as a professional, okay? And really, you're going to waste their time also trying to explain to them when they're not even attracted to your product or service in any way, all right? So we want to talk about people that are at a 4 or below, they're not interested. For a 10, they're ready, okay? But these last ones here, between a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, it's very important that we learn to gauge where they are at. First off, your 6s and 7s, okay? Your 6s and 7s. People that dwell right there in that area, they are ready for what's called BAM FAM. BAM FAM, okay? What that means is we are ready to book a meeting from a meeting, okay? Your 4s and 5s, your 5s and 6s, maybe right around here in this area here, when people come around, these people, they are a follow-up. They are somebody that you need to make sure you follow up in some way or another in writing. Leave them 1 or 2 ways that they can contact you. Send them a text message. Make them a little intro email. Introduce them to somebody that you know. They are a follow-up type person, okay? They're not ready right now to buy your product or service. Remember, we want to be able to cultivate relationships and lead people to become ready to buy our product or service, but we have to understand if they are in the follow-up zone of their life right now, if they have been programmed or taught by another person, another salesperson by one way or another, it's okay, just follow up with them. Send them an email, get their email address, send them an email, get their cell phone number, whatever it may be, but ask them questions enough and realize they're just a follow-up, okay? They're a relationship that I can help develop over time. The BAM FAMs, we want to make sure that we book a meeting right away from that meeting, that we are ready. Man, you know what? I'm going to sit down with coffee for you next Tuesday. How does Tuesday at 4 or would 5:30 be better? I'm ready to sit down with coffee today because I know that if they are in a 6 or a 7 range, they are in almost a buying process. Then these are the people right in here in your 8s or 9s that are going to be your ready to goes, okay? These are ready, okay? First you have your follow-ups, your BAM FAMs, your ready, and then your buyers, okay? The people in the 8 or 9 are ready to go, okay? All you have to do as a salesperson is number 1, relax, take it easy. They are already ready to go, okay? You don't have to sell them on your product or service. You don't have to sit down and explain your product or service to them in deep detail like you would maybe for a follow-up person that you want to help lead to the next stage, okay? Your ready people, all they need you to do is show them where the paper is, okay? You just need to explain a couple things, answer a couple of questions, and help them a little bit ready to buy, okay? Get them to number 10. They're ready to go. They're ready to sign, okay? We just need to make sure they just want to know, can I trust the person that I'm talking to? That's what's important for people that are ready. People that call you or you call them and they say to you, you know what, I've taken a long look at this. I think I really do want to go ahead and get started with you. I want to go ahead and take a second look. Can we sit down and talk? Those people are ready to go. They're not buyers yet, okay? You've got to lead them to that very diligently, but we must make sure, don't get too excited. Don't get overexcited about this. Just relax, take it easy. You're gonna close the deal as long as you don't overdo it, okay? If you sit there and you start explaining stuff because you're nervous or whatever it may be, just remember, they're ready. They're already ready. And learn when you make your phone call, every single time. If your sales manager gave you 100 phone calls to make today, or your job is to make 10 phone calls a day or 10 phone calls a week, okay? One person might pick up the phone. You've seen it happen if you've been in sales. One person will pick up the phone and they're an absolute 0. They're gonna be mean to you, but you must not take that phone call into your next phone call. Let me give you this principle to take away today. I want you to remember to look at everybody on this scale. Everybody on this entire scale, I want you to learn to look at them all the same exact way at the beginning. At the very beginning, everybody deserves the same exact treatment of professionalism no matter who they are. If they are a 4 or below, and they're almost angry at you for calling them, treat them the same way you would treat a 10. If they call you and say, hey man, I heard about your product or service, I'm ready to buy, let's do this now. Don't get too excited. Treat them the same as you would treat your follow-up people, with absolute professionalism and certainty. It's important that you always communicate certainty in your product or service, okay? You don't want to be all over the scale and one of those people that they don't know what kind of a salesperson they're going to get when they see you. They want to make sure that they always get the same treatment no matter what. They're the one that's ready to buy. You are always ready to sell, but they're the one that's ready to buy. Let them have the product. These people here, they need follow-up. They get a follow-up email from you, and these people here, all they might need to get them to being ready is just a meeting. You need to take the leadership and book a meeting from a meeting. Over here, they're probably going to be the one wanting to meet with you. Over here, they're ready to sign. Think about this attraction scale. Download the PDF. Go on our website, download the PDF, and take a look at the attraction scale. I would recommend printing it up and putting it up on your desk and looking at it every single phone call that you make, every single time, every single interaction that you have with somebody else.